Getting close to game time in South Florida. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's bring in a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Colorado Rockies, as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll match up against the fellow you see right here, the veteran right-hander Henderson Alvarez. Carlos Gonzalez makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Left fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
First pitch, 7-11.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. 67 degrees our game time temperature. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Right back up the middle here, and this is past the mound and into center field as the leadoff man reaches to start the night. So a single to center has him in business right away. But before we get any further, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Charlie Blackmon will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Running is Gonzalez. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Now after the stolen base, and he thought of a bunt here to get him to third.
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with EK. Just let him hack.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Gonzalez has his lead. Now the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Swing and a liner towards second. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting one out.
Number 2 will stand in. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. In for strike 2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Fouled back. Again, a 1-2. Oh, what a good at-bat with the runner in scoring position as this is into right center. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Troy Tulowitzki will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Here's the 1-0 offering now to Tulowitzki. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And that misses. 2-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
The 3-1 coming. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Michael Kadire will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Saltalamacchia looks up and reins it in for out number 2.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. Yeah, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
So 2 on with 2 away. And here's the left-handed hitting power threat, Justin Morneau. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And there's ball 3 now to Morneau. 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Willeen Rosario will dig in here with a chance early on to give his pitcher a little cushion to work with. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And no shot for Wigginton. This is down the line, a fair ball. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rockies 2, the Marlins coming up. You're watching Major. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. And on the mound to face these guys, there you get a look at the numbers for the hard-throwing left-hander Franklin Morales. Now a quick look at the defensive alignment for the Rockies. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Grounded to third. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting second, left fielder,
Brian Bogusevic will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Now here it comes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Giancarlo Stanton will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 2-0. Nolan Arenado leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a 2-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Franklin Morales will get his first opportunity now. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Very high, 2-1.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Yep, that's a pitcher up there, all right. Sounded like he hit that ball with a rolled-up Sunday newspaper.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, but they hold a 2-0 lead. David Lee will take his first cuts now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
And this will be fouled away. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And he'll take strike 3 called. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Jeff Baker will be the batter. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. The throw on to first, and Morales is really dealing now. 2 away.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Ty Wigginton will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it, the side is retired. Miami down in order. They're down 2-0. Charlie Blackmon is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Curveball lined into right field, and he's aboard with a leadoff base hit.
Well, this is already a 2-0 game, and now the leadoff man's on again here to start the third. We've got a chance now to really open things up early and build up a nice, comfortable lead.
Number 2 will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. And a ball, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. He's ready now. The pitch. And he goes with this one and gives it a pretty good ride out toward the corner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Troy Tulowitzki will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to pad this lead a bit early on. Ball one.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
Hold it back, right here.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Michael Kadire will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. Hard hit towards center. Yelich is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
Justin Morneau will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around.
Come on, let's hold on.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 3 and the Marlins nothing. Garrett Jones will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
One 1-0 pitch now. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, and this will give us a great look as we check it out in show motion. You can see him give it his all as this ball is just out of his reach. He's going to pay the price, too, as he crashes into that wall at full speed.
Jared Saltalamacchia will take his cuts now.
Here we go, guys. Come on. All right, Marlins.
too low, 1-0. For Jones, he picks up his first two-base hit of the new season. No one out with a runner at second. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he misses 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. And with it, the Marlins have cut it to 3-2 now.
Well, he'd been cruising along till this point. He was working carefree on a 3-0 lead, but one slip here is going to cost him, and now all of a sudden that lead shrinks down to just a single run.
Henderson Alvarez will stride to the box as he gets ready for his first AB of the year. Fooled him there, and a little pop-up to the right side. And Morneau looks this one in for the first out of the inning.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label, and this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Christian Yelich will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Brian Bogusevic will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Blackman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Willeen Rosario will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Catcher, Willeen Rosario.
First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Nolan Arenado will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch to him. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Franklin Morales will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
There we go. Keep swinging.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Bogusevic is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Rockies lead it 3-2. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Here comes the 1-0. And that misses 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
And there you go. Maybe not the finest hit he'll ever have, but at least he's got a batting average. That's what counts in the long run.
David Lee will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Here's the first offering. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
This fourth inning's not starting out any better than the third did.
And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a line drive to left. Gonzalez is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Jeff Baker will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Okay, base hit now.
Fastball's too high here. 1-0.
Let's go, fish.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Come on, Marlins.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And this will be handled by Kadire, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And standing in the third baseman, Ty Wigginton. Oh, and a good live fastball there for Morales. 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
He waits, now the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
A look over to Stanton, and now the pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Garrett Jones will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Stanton leads off of second. The pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Carlos Gonzalez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one.
Get the double play for crying out loud.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he'll signal to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Henderson Alvarez. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Jacob Turner is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Number 2 will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Gonzalez has his lead. Now the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. And that's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Troy Tulowitzki will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
And he continues to be a big part of their attack. With 2 more RBIs on the play, that gives him 3 for the ball game, and they push that lead out a little wider.
Michael Kadire will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out, 0 for 2 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And this is off the glove of Saltalamacchia as it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And the Rockies just keep right on rolling as this ought to be extra bases again. And the second run will score as they stretch things even further, now 7-2.
And if this was going to be fair, it wasn't going to be fair by much. You'll see it hit just inside the white line. Another foot or so, and that's a foul ball. Instead, this is going to go for a double and drive in 2.
Justin Morneau will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Willeen Rosario will try his luck now with 4 runs already home and a chance to make it 5 with a fly ball here. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
On the way. That's hard hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Nolan Arenado will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Ready now on 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. On the ground down the first base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another hard hit ball in the inning. This one out to right center, and the carousel will continue. This should be extra bases. Around third is Rosario heading for the plate.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box camp. You can see the two outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Franklin Morales will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Come on, hold him down.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. And somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Carlos Gonzalez will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now.
Get the strikeout, man.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Need to get him out of here.
This is the 10th man to bat in the inning as they've batted around here. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
It looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Home half of the 5th coming up. Rockies lead this one 9-2. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Sheriff Saltalamacchia.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now a pitch swung on and grounded out to Tulowitzki at shortstop. And a bit of a high throw that time to Morneau, but he's able to deal with the situation and record out number 1.
The batter, pitcher, Jacob.
Donovan Solano will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Solano.
Let's Rockies.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. The throw on to first, and Morales is really dealing now. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian
Yelich will step in now. 0 for 2 to this point. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Well, that looked inside, but instead it's the 3rd out of the inning. So a scoreless frame there for Franklin Morales. His club leads it big. Carter Capps will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Charlie Blackmon will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Since we have a bit of a blowout on our hands, Steve, your thoughts on the home run sculpture out there in left center field?
Colorful?
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
Goes the other way as this is lined to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Number 2 will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Oh, I'm feeling good about this one.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Come on, Marlins.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. Here he comes, 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Troy Tulowitzki will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Come on now. Turn the dude.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Get the double play, you joker.
And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
This ball's not hit all that sharply, and I think a lot of pitchers would have been content just to take the out at first base. But he forces it into second base, and he winds up getting his lead man.
Michael Kadire will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time. Tulowitzki holds, and now the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rockies 9 and the Marlins 2. Brian Bogusevic will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Now here's the pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what I call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. He's got himself a leadoff walk.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Come on, let's keep it going. Here we go.
Fouled back. That misses, 1-2.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
Lays off, 2-2 now.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
David Lee will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? To second for 1. Back to Morneau, but it's too late as they just get to 1.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Jeff Baker will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
1-2 now.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Blackmon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Michael Kadire will start things out when we come back. It's the Rockies 9 and the Marlins 2. Welcome back to South Florida. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. And there indeed is Michael Kadire. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Now here's the first pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And that misses. 1-1. Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
First baseman number 30.
1 away for the former MVP Justin Morneau. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Check swing here and a little looper. Baker takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
He tried to check his swing. Looked like it was going to be a strike anyway, but he couldn't commit all the way. And as a result, he gives him a free out here with an easy soft liner.
Willeen Rosario will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Ball 1.
No, that's the ball.
Now a swing and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. Right there is Wigginton. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Ty Wigginton will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Third baseman, Ty Wigginton.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
On a big swing there by Wigginton, but he didn't get it. Strike 2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. This is hit sharply to the left side. In there, a base hit.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Garrett Jones will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Here's the 1-1. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Tulowitzki for 1. Back to Morneau, but it's too late as they just get to 1.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that is going to be a base hit.
And I think the no doubles defense did exactly what it's designed to do right there. This might have had a shot at extra bases if those guys are in their normal setup. But you see this ball get cut off deep in the alley, and they hold him to just a single.
Rafael Furcal will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Rafael Furcal.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
A 2-1 offering. And this will get the run home with ease as that's lined into right center for a base hit.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Christian Yelich will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball one.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
Some stirring now in the Rockies bullpen. It's the hard-throwing right-hander Manny Corpus who begins to get loose. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
And this is fouled straight back. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Brian Bogusevic will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. first pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
He's about at the point now where I would figure one more base runner, and that'll be the end of the line.
All right, Brian.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
And he misses with it for ball four, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, the troubles are starting to pile up out there now. They've got a lefty and a righty getting hot in the bullpen, so I don't think I'd be too surprised if they come out and get them right now.
And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Manny Corpus will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Number 60, Manuel Corpus. Now catching and batting in the ninth spot, number 8.
Giancarlo Stanton will have a shot to do some damage, but he can't get them all back, so he needs to just get on base here. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And this ball will be chopped foul. Three runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop,
David Lee will stand in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And a way off-balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Blackman is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Rockies are out in front. A.J. Ramos is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
A.J. Ramos.
Nolan Arenado will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Rockies, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
So when you're starting to close the deficit, the last thing you want to do is start walking people. These guys will just build that lead right back up again.
Michael McHenry will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Low for ball 1.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Baker for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Carlos Gonzalez will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. And that misses for ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Now the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Rockies are down quietly. They're on top, however, 9-4. Jeff Baker will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Baseman, Jeff Baker.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Two tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked at the 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
That one's in there, 3-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the full count offering. Sliced down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Ty Wigginton will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Kadire is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Garrett Jones will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first pitch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Boone Logan will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colorado, number 48, Boone Logan.
Jared Saltalamacchia will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Line hard to center field. Blackman is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's hit right on the screws. But hey, better to give up a line drive out than a seeing eye single.
Adeiny Echeverria will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Mission accomplished that half inning for the Colorado bullpen. We've played 8 full. It's the Rockies 9 and the Marlins 4. Carlos Marmol will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Charlie Blackman will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Charlie Blackman.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
And that's a pitch you know you're going to have to brace yourself against when you're facing this guy. He's got one of the best in the business, and he put it to good use there.
Number 2 will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far. First pitch on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up out in front of the mound. And there's out number 2.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Troy Tulowitzki will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Stanton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Rockies lead it 9-4. Christian Yelich will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. One, 2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beaten. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Morneau is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in as their last chance now. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you can look no further than to the 5th inning to see where this game changed. A huge rally there put them well on their path to this victory.
Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one. And, guys, I think we can all agree that this fellow right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Rockies come out on top 9-4. Good night from Miami.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies: 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Franklin Morales. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Henderson Alvarez. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culmer Metro Rail Station.